All right, what's up? Okay, I started doing this video series where I was talking about suicide rates and helping us to gain understanding, right? And in it, I talked about the basis nature of all men and being ego and insecurity. That is the basis nature of all men. No man is above it, right? But I still see that some people don't understand what I meant. So I just want you to understand. So, like, above all things, gain understanding, right? Proverbs, above all things, gain understanding. I want you to know what I meant. I saw a comment in the comment section where somebody said there's too much ego and narcissism. No. All right. I'll try to make it simple again. I want you to think of ego as everything good about a man. It is a man's productivity. It is a man behaving himself. It's a man having self control. Think of the nine fruits of the Holy Spirit: love, joy, peace, long suffering, kindness, mildness, faith, goodness, self control. These are all expressions of the ego. All right? Ego is everything good about a man. The negative expressions of male behavior are the insecurities. So anytime you think of a male expressing negative behavior, that's his insecurity side, right? And women, if there's any women listening, please hear me out. Something is not negative because you don't like it. That's not a negative expression. If a man tells the truth about something and you don't like what he's saying, that doesn't mean he's having negative behavior. Ego always tells the truth. It's what it does. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's a negative, insecure behavior because you don't like it. All right? So when you start thinking of insecurity, I want you to think of it as all negative expressions of the insecurity. It's just insecurity is negative. Ego is positive, right? So think of it like opposites. It's like a negative and positive charge of a battery. The insecurity is the negative charge. Now, when it comes to something like narcissism, narcissism is just another one of these words that we're using in America and we're throwing it around and misusing it. We're calling arrogant people narcissists. We're calling selfish people narcissists. We're calling conceited people narcissists. No. If you understood narcissism, narcissism is more of a sociopathic behavioral disorder. Narcissism is a whole nother level. It's like somebody who attacks somebody because they feel so insecure that they start trying to gaslight this person and make everybody around them see them in a certain way to destroy their reputation or destroy what they have or destroy the way their family sees them in order to make themselves seem better. All right. Narcissism is rare. It's more rare than you think. I've been counseling for over 10 years, and when it comes to narcissists, I've run into two in 10 years. It's more rare than you think. But we got to move on. All right. So just think about insecurity as the negative expression of male behavior. All right. Just think of it that way. And think of ego as all of the good, productive, outgoing, manly things. It's all the good qualities of male behavior. All right. All right. Cassandra. All right. I saw your message. All right. Listen. When I said ego and insecurity, I'm talking about the basis nature of a man. That is not the basis nature of a woman. That's the basis nature of a man. Now we're going to get into the basis nature of women. Men have a basis nature. We can't do anything about it. We're ego and insecurity. All right? We can't do anything about it. Women also have a basis nature, and I want you to understand it. The basis nature of all women, are you ready? The basis nature of all women is a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. That is the basis nature of all women. It doesn't matter if they're born in America, India, Africa, their socioeconomic background doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether they're married or single, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That is the basis nature of all women. Now, I'm saying that for the same reason that I'm saying that the basis nature of all men is ego and insecurity. I'm not saying it for you to judge them as men. I'm saying it for you to understand. We respect what God created by understanding it, understanding the nature of it, right? Just like if women understand ego and insecurity, you understand how good it is to stroke the ego and how bad it is to heighten the insecurity unless it's necessary. Some of these dudes need to be taken down a peg. Some of them are too much with their insecurity. All right, but regardless, I need men to understand the basis nature of women. We don't understand it to judge them, because it's like anytime we have any kind of information about men, all women go, "Oh yeah, I knew it was something wrong with y'all." Grow up. If I talk about the basis nature of women, it's not for men to go, "Oh yeah, because that's the way they be." And grow up to understand the thing. Right? The basis nature of all women is perpetual state of dissatisfaction. They're perpetually dissatisfied. All right. If you plan on getting into a relationship or you're in a relationship, I want you to understand it better. All right. You can run this all the way back to the Garden of Eden. Let's go back to the beginning, right? Eve was approached by the snake, approached her in the garden. Well, why did he do that? And he approached her when she was alone. Well, why did he approach her when she was alone? What was she doing alone? If there was only one other person on earth, it was just Adam and her. Why was she alone? Let me guess. She needed some space. The Bible doesn't say that, all right? But that's just me guessing. She needed some space. Why? Because to be born under submission to a man is to automatically think of yourself as being lesser than. You are not lesser than, all right? We're not equals, but we're equally important. But sometimes that perpetual dissatisfaction comes in and you don't agree with something that the man is doing or whatever the case may be, and you start to feel as if you're oppressed. I don't want you to feel that way. All right. Oh, the perpetual state of dissatisfaction. I'm also telling women this so that they understand that you don't take everything that you feel so seriously. Some things are just, you're going to feel that way, you know. But if we take it all the way back to the Garden of Eden, there was rules, and the rules was they couldn't eat from this particular tree. Oh, Adam already said no. So Eve was walking by herself in the garden. And the Bible doesn't say this, but I'm guessing that the devil didn't do all of this in one day. That sometimes she walked by, and the snake said, "Hey girl, you looking beautiful, girl. You work it, girl. You work it, queen. You looking good. What's wrong? Adam tripping again? You so beautiful. You so amazing." She heard this for a while until the snake said, "Come here. You want to know something? If you eat this, you'll be just like God, and you'll be above Adam, dude, and you'll know everything. Why do you think they don't want you to eat it?" All right. The woman was deceived. The devil capitalized on the fact that she was perpetually dissatisfied. He capitalized on that. And then when she ate the fruit, she took the fruit to her man. Adam's insecurity got piqued. He didn't let his woman go. He got insecure. His ego should have said, no, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this, because the world didn't fall into sin until Adam did it. Adam could have said, no, I'm not doing this. He could have had more ego, but his insecurity got heightened because he loved his woman. He decided it was more important that he die with her than to live without her. Right? All right. Go all the way up to today, and what do we have today? Same thing. Daughters of Eve, sons of Adam. With the perpetual state of dissatisfaction, once a man understands this, there's some things that you can do. Like one of the things that I've learned to do, knowing because I respect the fact she's perpetually dissatisfied, one of the things that I do is I will change the scenery in the apartment or the house once every year and a half to 2 years, which means that either you get brand new couches, you get a brand new throw rug, different colors, put a different picture on the wall, put up some of those knickknacks and things that she likes around, and those candles and all of that stuff, and get a brand new comforter for the bedroom, new rug in the bedroom, a couple of new things in the bathroom. If you can't afford all of that, you get couch covers. Couch covers, the color, her favorite color is purple and blue, so you get a purple couch cover, you get some light blue throw pillows and blah, blah, blah. But it's just changing the scenery in here to help out with that perpetual dissatisfaction. It's just one of the things that we can use when we respect what God created. Don't get me wrong, God didn't create men to be insecure or women to be perpetually dissatisfied, but we are sons of Adam, daughters of Eve, right? So in order to understand it, a man also can change his own appearance to where you can just look different. There's not saying that there's something wrong with the way you look, but saying that she's been looking at it for a while, so I just switched it up. I went from having a beard to not having a beard. Then I went to a goatee. Then I went back to a beard, and blah, blah, blah. I stay working out. I do whatever I can do All right. Now, just in being honest, with her being a perpetual state of dissatisfaction, how much of this dissatisfaction should you cater to as a man? I say as much as you can. As much as you can. There's different things that she wants because, it's like what we really want is not for her to like us. What we really want as men is for her to like her life. All right, so I'll change the scenery in here. I'll do different stuff in here. I change my appearance, yada, yada, yada. I'll take her some places that she's never been before. Help her move towards whatever she wants to move towards. The only time I say that you can't cater to the dissatisfaction is when whatever she wants jeopardizes our safety as a couple, jeopardizes the peace in the household, it jeopardizes our financial stability, or jeopardize my personal standing with God. Any of them four things, baby, it's a no. It's a no. I'm not going to be able to do this. Everything else that I'm able to do within the budget, I will do because that is my expression of ego to her. That is my love for her. I care about how she feels, right? And I want her to like her life. I think men get caught up in just wanting her to like you. You're not enough. I don't care if you're a rich man, poor man, handsome man, buff man, intelligent man. You by yourself are not enough. That's why Bill Gates is getting divorced, and so is Dr. Dre and Jeff Bezos. And that's why rich is not enough. If you understand the perpetual state of dissatisfaction, we are trying to make her like her life, right? That has more to do than her just liking us. It has a lot to do with where she lives, what she does for a living, how she sees herself, how she thinks about us. If she likes things, whatever she doesn't like, if we're able to fix it and it doesn't jeopardize our financial stability, the sanctity of our marriage or our relationship, my personal standing with God, or, my money, why would I not do it? All right. So understand the basis nature of all women is a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. I know this is new information. I know it's not in books. I know you haven't heard it before. I'll come back later and I'll try to explain it further, but I need everybody to understand it because if you understand it, then you won't take everything that they do so seriously. Some things are just her nature to be that way. I want men to stop taking everything so seriously because you take it upon yourself and then you start thinking that there's something wrong with you. No, there's just some things that you can do to kind of understand and balance out this dissatisfaction, and that is our responsibility of men. And if you do it, that is your ego doing all of that stuff. All right? I'll come back later. I'll explain further in detail. Please bear with me. I know it's a lot of information and I don't like doing long videos, but try to bear with me. We're going to get there. 1,